Eddie, and I'm from the Falcon's Nest, and I'm going to do a demonstration on a low-cost, low-labor irrigation system. And this could be used for your garden or your lawn. And most of the products or components of this system you are able to get at Lowe's. And everyone should have a Lowe's locally by, and I think that Home Depot and Walmart also carry some of these items. I'm going to start with the 1/2-inch poly line, and this is a 50-foot section, and it runs anywhere from $11 to $15 depending on where you pick it up at. And this hose is semi-rigid, and once you place it on your lawn and you get water in the system, the weight of the water and due to the rain that you receive will also cause it to sink into the ground. And I'll show you later on how you can secure it into the ground without burying it in places where it might pop up. So that's the basis of the system, is that polyvinyl hose. With the polyvinyl hose, you can get a coupler to where you can splice two pieces of the 1/2-inch hose together, and so it's kind of forgiving. If you run out and you need to add some more, you can add some more. You can get a T to where you can branch off and have multiple areas that you're running the 1/2-inch line to. And there's quite a bit of water that can run through that 1/2-inch line, and I would suggest, like on this coupling here, this allows you to connect your 1/2-inch vinyl hose, allows you to connect it to your spigot on your house. So basically you press the hose onto the coupler and then twist, and that grabs onto this polyvinyl and won't let it out, and it won't leak. It'll give you a tight seal. So you have couplers, T's, and a way to join to your spigot at your home. Now, since that's the basis of the system, I'm going to show you now how you can add a pop-up sprinkler to your 1/2-inch polyvinyl hose. Basically, you get a fitting that looks like this, and it has the coupling nut on this end to where you can couple it to your 1/2-inch vinyl hose, and then it has a 1/2-inch thread on this end, and you can take and you can thread this into here and then bury this in the ground. These also come in right angle, and you can, so if you come at a right angle, you can bring that hose up to where it's coming out about right here, and this will all be buried in the ground, and your hose will run to your connection or your T or your spigot. And you can run, I don't know, anywhere from 3 to 5 of these easily off of this hose. And so if you run any more than 3 or 5 of these, you need to do a manifold system, a distribution system that can shut off certain sections and then allow the other sections to come on. And I'll show you that later on. It's real easy to do. I know it sounds complicated, but it's not. Anyway, I wanted to demo for you. What you do is you run this 1/4-inch hose, and you get 100 foot for about $14 of this 1/4-inch hose, 100 foot of it. And you take your polyvinyl and you take a punch, and you just take and you insert the punch into the polyvinyl, so you're pressing a hole into your polyvinyl. And then you take this little coupler, it looks like this here, on this particular stake. They don't all come on a stake, they come by themselves, but it's just so happened that I've used it in this hose right here. So, and once you put it on, it's hard to get back off. But there's a coupler that comes by itself. You can get a bag of them for like 15 of them for $3 or $4. And you take your where your hole has been inserted, and then you insert that coupler into there, and it gives you a watertight seal, so that you have now your 1/4-inch hose coming off. And you run these in your beds. And so in front of each of my beds, which I have raised garden beds, and they're approximately 48 inches wide, and I may have 3 or 4 of these 1/4 inch hoses coming off, and I run them up until I put this little fitting right here called a large circle spinner. And all of these are in the same location at Lowe's, all of these components are. And so I put that onto my 1/4 inch hose, and I can elevate it or lower it depending on the plants that I have. And these will water at a 10-foot radius fairly easily. So that comes in real nice. And then you have the drip type that you can put on the end of your 1/4 inch hose to where it's just going to provide you a dripper, and you can regulate how many gallons per minute that this waters your system. And then they have drippers and also little spider waters. It has probably a 2-foot radius that comes in a stake, and you can stake it in the ground. And you can also buy stakes that'll fit this type of fitting on the top of it, and you can stake it into the ground. So you have couplers, tees, just about everything you need, a way to connect it to your spigot at your house, and then your 1/4 inch lines that you can take off on. So anyway, I hope you have fun and you enjoy your low cost, low labor irrigation system.